Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Lord, we lift up your name with a heart full of praise. Be exalted, O Lord our God. Hosanna in the highest. Glory, glory, glory to the King of Kings. Glory, glory, glory to the King of Kings. Lord, we lift up your name with a heart full of praise. Be exalted, O Lord our God. Hosanna in the highest. Please, whether you're in the background or you're coming in, please remember to give the live a thumb up. Today is Palm Sunday. So I'm just singing some Palm Sunday songs while I'm waiting for people to come in. If you're in the background, please give me a thumb up. Say hello if you want. And that would be nice. I hope you're all having a great day wherever you are. So today for Christians is Palm Sunday. And hence I'm singing this song, Hosanna in the highest. Okay. Right. Hosanna. Oh, Ebu Naija Mama, you're welcome. You're first today in the building. You're first today in the building. When I'm on this in this mood that I am today, if anybody comes in first and they are dialing in from Nigeria, they receive something from me. So later on, I'll WhatsApp you, for you to be first today. I appreciate that. And all the way from Nigeria with all your data problems. And you're first today from Nigeria, so you get something. I've done that for a few Sundays. I don't announce it, but as the Spirit leads, if somebody is dialing in from Nigeria and this person is the first person, I will give them something, just a little thing to help with their data. You're very welcome. How are you? How are the family? I hope you're all good. Yes, happy Sunday to you too. Happy Sunday to you. Yes, thank you for coming. Hosanna. Oh no, you're very welcome. You're a very good supporter. And I've been watching all your videos back to back. I've been watching your videos and giving you thumb up. You're doing well. You're doing well with your channel. So yeah, I do watch every one of your videos to support. Yeah. You may not see, you don't see my comment, but I watch every one of them and I give you thumb up. We are very okay. That's good. We thank God. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna to the King of Kings. That is fine. Thank you very much. Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna to the Lord of Lords. Lord, we lift up your name with our hearts full of grace. Be exalted, O Lord our God. Hosanna in the highest. Glory, oh glory, glory to the King of Kings. Glory, oh glory, glory to the King of Kings. Lord, we lift up your name with a heart full of grace. praise. Be exalted, O Lord our God. Hosanna in the highest. Loving the youthful look. Word of God, God bless you. Oh, Favor London, thank you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for all your support. Ebun Aijamama, Favor is not a YouTuber. She's a sister here in London. And maybe when you see the surname London, you may think that she just said that she's Favor and that she lives in London. No, her surname is actually London. Because when I met her initially, I'm like, in YouTube, people will say Niger Mom in Australia or Favor in Australia and stuff like that. But the Favor London is actually her surname is London. Thank you so much, Favor. She's not a YouTuber, but she's a great supporter. Thank you. You love my youthful look. Thank you. During summer like this, I said to myself, you know what? Let me just have my natural low cut. And then during winter, when it's colder again, we can start doing all sorts, either having long braids or having wigs or whatever. But during this summer, I thought, let me just have a look, leave it low cut. I've got my natural hair. Actually, I've never palmed my hair. I've always had it natural. And I'm one of those lucky ones. I have very good textured natural hair. My natural hair is very soft and sometimes a little bit curly as well. A little bit curly sometimes, my natural hair. So I love to leave it natural sometimes just to enjoy the summer weather. So thank you so much for coming. Yes, Ebun Aijamama is in Nigeria. I was just saying to her, baby hair, yes. It's baby hair. And I was saying last Sunday, because I also had my low cut last Sunday, I was saying that I've never used dye on my hair and I'm not prepared to, because some people gray earlier, some people gray later on in life. I think I'm one of those who are graying later on in life, because some people in their 40s are even graying, some people in their 50s, but for me, it's there, but not as pronounced. Yeah, so it's graying, and I'm not one of those that will go and start dyeing it for it to be dark again. I mean, that to me, that's my personal opinion. It's like you're not valuing this old age that is coming. But I think most people that dye their hair are people who started graying at earlier age. They don't want people to think that they're old and they start dyeing it. And when you dye it like that, sometimes it changes color. But everybody decides what they want to do. We have entered summer. Yes. This is April. Well, summer-ish. Yeah, Favor will tell you, summer-ish. Sometimes, like yesterday and 2 days ago, it was very, very sunny. I went out walking with my very thin dress, and I had my trainer on. I just went for a walk. It was very sunny. Today, it's also sunny, but not as sunny as the last 2 days. So we're still, from the calculation in the UK, they call this period spring. We are in spring at the moment. So summer will officially start in June. Am I right, Favor? Do summer start in May or June? I think summer starts in June. So June, July, August. That's when you have summertime here. From September, we go into autumn again and then into winter. So we have 4 seasons in the UK. All my hair have turned white. You see? You see? And you're near my age. You see what I mean? Some people gray earlier, and I'm one of those. I didn't grow gray early at all in my 60s, and you can. I mean, looking at it from there, you may notice some of it, but nothing to compare with people my age. And I've never ever used any dye, and I'm not prepared to. I'm actually looking forward to it being gray and white, and I'll be excited. Who am I like? I'll be excited to see the white hair coming, you know. Die for what now? No, I think it's a blessing. I take it as a blessing. Gray hair is a blessing, and but when you gray earlier, like yourself, you're quite, and your own hair is all white. You see, some people are like that, and there's nothing really you can do about it. If you want to bother yourself with dye, then you have to. The thing about dye is once you start dyeing, according to people who dye their hair, they said as soon as you start dyeing your hair, you have to continue. You have to continue, or it gets worse, or something like that. Something like that. So you have to continue, and yeah. But left to me, I would say forget about the color of the hair. After all, some people decide to color their own hair any color they want. So I wouldn't worry about the color of whether it is graying. I'll worry about what I eat, because sometimes when you're so stressed out as well, it can actually bring on the gray hair more. When you're so stressed and you're worried and keep worrying about things, it can actually make gray hair to come. And some people, it's just natural and they just have to accept it and thank God for it and move on with their lives. It's not the end of the world, you know. So when we are waiting for more people to come in, let me just sing this Palm Sunday song as well. All glory, Lord, and honor to thee, Redeemer King, to whom the names of children may sweet Hosanna sing. Thou art the King of Israel, thou David's royal son, who in the Lord's name cometh, the King and blessed one. The company of all angels are praising thee on high, and mortal men and all things created make reply. All glory, Lord, and honor to the Redeemer's King, to whom the lips of children may sweet Hosanna King. The people of the Hebrews weep before thee wait, praise and prayer and anthems before thee we praise it. All glory, loud and honor to the Redeemer King, to whom the lips of children made sweet Hosanna ring. Thou didst accept the praises, accept the prayers we bring, who in all good delighted, the good and gracious King. All glory, loud and honor to the Redeemer King, to whom the lips of children made sweet Hosanna ring. Okay, thank you, Ebulaja, for welcoming gifts. Gifts, you're welcome. Mommy, your low cost is beautiful. Oh, everybody loves my low cost. I'm going to keep it like this until the end of summer. I was saying before that we are just entering summer. The weather is really beautiful. The sun is shining. Yes. Yes, as you start coloring, it continue. You have to just continue because you can't stop. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing about hair. When you have very strong hair, it turns white early. Maybe they might be right there because my hair, in fact, as people saw the picture I posted on my during my birthday to guess my age, that thing you see there is my natural hair. I saw my baby picture, one of my baby pictures, and then I'm like looking at that, I'm thinking the next birthday, I'll bring that baby picture, ask people to guess how old I was. If you see my hair, they are very curly. I've always had a very curly and soft, super soft hair. Sometimes I even want to, what do I put on this my hair to make it not too soft? So people who have strong hair, they gray easily. Mm. My hair is very soft. As my hair is, I don't have the comb I use here. Those tiny, tiny baby. Baby, the comb you use for your babies, gift. I know that even like your babies are big around, but gifts have got babies. That kind of comb you use on new baby hair when they are born. That's what I use for my hair. That's tiny, the tiniest you can think of. If I have, it's not here now. If it's here, I'll just comb my hair so in front of you so you can see. My hair is very, very soft. It's very soft. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Um, People are coming one by one. Let's see. I think today probably everybody is busy, and I do understand, but we'll keep with our live stream and just keep going. And then we'll talk about what I want to talk later on after I've sung more song. There's a song I normally just love singing, and I'll sing that song in a minute. It also relates to, Easter period. Today is Palm Sunday. We're heading to Friday, will be Good Friday. Next Sunday will be Easter Sunday. So this song is all relevant to this period. All this world, you are doing so well with all this your live stream. I just finished watching the one you did about the treatment widows receive. The treatment widows receive when their husband passes. I just watched that, and I think on one of my live streams, we're going to discuss that actually because it's becoming a big issue. That when people lose their husbands, they are, they suffer. The villagers or the husband's family treat them badly. And I don't get it. I don't know why that should be the case, but unfortunately, that's what's been happening. So I listened to your, video. I think it's a live stream you did on that, a short live stream talking about that. And I'm like, I used to remember that these things happened years ago, but for it to still be happening in this day and age, I don't understand. I just did a quick one today. Yeah, I just watched it about an hour ago or so. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Is it not painful? Sorry, what you mean my hair? No. As I was saying, if I can see that my little comb, the little one you use for your babies, if I can see it, there's none here. It's not painful at all. My hair is like baby hair. And I've not ever retouched it or done anything to it. I've had this kind of hair since I was born. Even as I'm getting older, it hasn't changed. I've never had a tough. In fact, each time anybody wants to plait my hair, they'll always be saying to me, this kind of hair is not very usual to see, especially on somebody my age as well. They're all like, your hair is, and they'll see it for themselves that is not permed, it's natural, they can see. And they're like, how? I said, it's one of those blessings from God. God blesses us in a particular way. There are things God does for you without you asking. And when God does those lovely things that people appreciate in your life, you take them for granted. To you, it's just normal. But if there's anyone that you think that is not right in your body, that's how you go. They complain about that one tire. But that small one that God did for you, for example, my hair. This is my natural hair. It is very soft. I can use baby comb on it. It does not pain me at all. It's very, very soft. And to me, it's just normal for me to have that kind of hair. But there are other little things in my body I look at, I'm like, hey, I don't like this. Look at my tummy now. I want it to go down. Look at this now. I want it to do that. But all those little other ones, you don't even appreciate them because to you, yeah, I was born like this and my hair has always been soft. Not a big deal. The other things that you don't like in your body, that's also how you were born. Or sometimes it's not how we are born when it comes to having a big tummy. I don't think my tummy was big when I was born. But then, when I complain sometimes, daddy has a way of calming everything down. He'll say to me, which tummy? He'll say to me, your tummy is not big at all. Have you forgotten that you've had 4 children? 4 hefty boys that you carried in that tummy for the past, for over how many years? You carried 4 hefty sons, and my sons were not small babies when they were born. They're not small at all. In fact, one of them weighed over 4 kg, 4.1 kg. Yes, one of them, the heaviest, was 4.1 kg. The rest are not small either. So he always reminds me that nothing I complain about is a problem for him. He will find a way of making it sound better or look better for me. Yeah, blessed. Thank you so much. Let's not forget your collagen. Favor. Because no stress. Yes, so how is Daddy? Daddy is good. He's fantastic. He's doing so well to the glory of God. When you're a servant of God, when you're a child of God, and you have a lot of people caring and praying and thinking about you, and you as a person, you have a free spirit and a clear mind. When you fall ill, you recover so quickly and steadily. And that is what I see happening. God is great. God is wonderful. Thank you for asking. Going out, you can put on exactly if I want, but I don't even do that. I just go, just walk out like this. They go. Who even cares in this country, to be quite honest? Unless there's an occasion like event. I can either put on wig or I can tie gele or whatever. Yeah, I can do that. But if it's normal going out, like going to the shops, here and there, nobody cares. So I don't even bother. I just go like this. Yeah, it's going like a wig if you feel like, but you are beautiful. Oh, you people are all just making me and the favor came with my skin, and then you people are making me feel. You people are making me feel like a teenager again. How is that? Yes, as I was saying to Obvious World, that is good. He's fantastic. He's doing very well. Thank you. I'll tell him that you all are asking. Because when we are having a chat today, before I came on this live stream, I told him we're going to discuss some things happening in families, happening in marriages, that should not really be happening. Because we're just discussing after having a Sunday worship. We're just discussing, and he said, "Oh, what are you going to discuss today in the live stream?" I just told him that we're going to discuss about some issues that shouldn't really be an issue, that are affecting people in marriages, and sometimes it's just the way we reason or the way we handle things. That's what is causing all these problems. And we just talked about it, and he said, yeah, because sometimes people, there are things either the husband or the wife can overlook, and we choose not to overlook. We keep going on and on. And there are things we think that our husband or our wife should automatically know and be doing, and they're not doing it. And instead of talking to them in a calming, loving voice to do it, we're going to come to that, but we haven't even prayed yet. As I do my live stream, we'll have to have a quick prayer and hand over everything to God before we start. So I'm just doing a preamble now about what we're going to be discussing. I love seeing mommy is looking good. Well, of course. I said that to people. I say, look, and that's why when you look good, my dear, people do not believe your age. The other day, one of them saw me, and I don't know what we are talking about. An older lady, though, she's much older than myself. We were just talking, and I'm like, wow, at this age, you're like this. And I said, and I just said, oh, I still have about 20 years to catch up with you. And she looked at me and she said, you mean you're 60, whatever? I said, yes. She said, I will pass you for 40 something. She said, you just look like my 40 something year old daughter. Her last daughter is 40 something year old. And she said, I'll just think you are in the same age group as that, my daughter. And that made my day. I'm like, yes, I love to hear things like that. But, when people think that, oh, because you are an older person, not even near to my age. I'm talking about people your own ages, some of you who have now had your children, and people will think that because they've had children, they can just let themselves go. I've told a story before of when we came to Lagos, and somebody I knew very well before I left Nigeria. I actually was part of one of the people that went to her village when her husband, when she was being married into the Ezirim family. I was one of those that went before I left from Nigeria. So when I returned back in one of my visits, and I saw her. Honestly, the respect in Nigeria, when you see an older person, you say auntie this, or in Imo State, da this. I wanted to call her auntie somebody because I wasn't sure who she was. Until they introduced her to me that she was so and so. I'm like, what? This girl that I went with them to go and marry the other day before I left. What is this? What has happened? You see? And that's how people, because I think she had 5 children or 4 children. And so what? So have I. I've had 4 children. So you can't just leave yourself because you've had children or because you think you're older and you just leave yourself. Because let me tell you, the way you treat yourself, that's how yourself will treat you. Let me say that again. The way you treat yourself, that's how yourself will treat you. I don't know whether that is in English dictionary, but that's my own English dictionary. When my mom removed the white clothes, I immediately gave her beautiful clothes and wigs, and she was so happy. Yeah, it's amazing how the way you change your dressing, the way you dress, the way you carry yourself, it's amazing how it changes you. It's really amazing how it changes you. He's suffering. Okay, no money for maintenance. It's true. Obi, you are quite right there, because this lady, apparently they were really struggling. So they were really struggling. But I still believe, though, that people can still do small. I'm not asking them to go and start buying, or for me, like people, I hear people talk about skincare. Like Sister Favor, you talk about my melanin skin, my skin. Do you know, I don't have any skincare. I've said it before. I've done a video on my channel because people were asking me at the time, what do you use on your skin? What is this and that? There are many things I thank God for in my body. One is my hair. The other one is my skin. I've said it before. Even as I was growing up, when I was still having my menstrual cycle, when I was a teenager, into my having my children, you know how sometimes when you're pregnant, you come out with all sorts of things on your face. I never had that. Not with any of the pregnancies. When I was a teenager seeing my period, I never had any of this acne, pimple, whatever. Never, not once in my life. I've not seen anything on my face so far, and thank God for that. So I don't know. I see pimple on people's faces. I see acne on people's faces. I don't know what it feels like because I've not had one. And it's not because I'm doing anything. I don't spend a dime on skin products. If I tell you what I put on my skin and on my face, you will be shocked. So when I saw these people spending, some of the facial things cost about 60 quid. Wait, when I say quid, sorry, it's a British way of calling pounds. 60 pounds or 100 pounds and stuff like that. People spend a lot of money for their skincare routine. Yeah, maybe they need it. So I'm not condemning that. Maybe they need it. But I'm only just grateful that I don't have to. I've never done. And it's, yes, I thank God for that. As you see this face, this old face, that's how it has been, even as a young child. Your greatest garment is your confidence here. Yeah, just be confident in your skin. You don't even have to wear a lot, or that's why I don't, once I'm clean, because if you're not clean, I don't have anything to do with you. But once you're clean, even if it's one or two you have, and you're keeping them clean, and you're making sure that if they need to be ironed, that they are ironed, and you dress up, and anybody thinking that they're coming to show you their Gucci handbag or their whatever, carry that one that you bought in main market as if it's the best handbag, and just the waka they go. Don't let anybody bring you down. So Sister Favor got it right there. Confidence. You have to be confident in yourself. If you don't say that I am, nobody will say that you are. If you don't compliment yourself, forget about people who compliment you out there. Some of them don't mean it. You have to stand in the mirror, look at yourself in the mirror, hi, and call your name. I've told you, gift. Have I told you my name? I've told Obi. So and they then stand in the mirror and say, audio call number. See you now. Look at you, fearfully and wonderfully made by God. Who are you talking to? You're talking to yourself in the mirror. You are just admiring yourself, talking to yourself. Sometimes I will say to that, I say, see your wife now. I say, you're going to pay more money. That you don't talk much. He will just be laughing. He will just do his head like this woman. I'll just be standing in the mirror and be like, God, look at what God created here. Look at your wife now, after 40-something years. Look at me now. And I'll just be happy myself, and he will be laughing. And he loves it. Because if you don't say that you are, nobody will say, oh. You have to say, I am, before somebody will say that you are. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Whether you have so much or not, just be hyping yourself. Sometimes our tongue can actually make or maim us. Our tongue. Somebody will appreciate you and say, oh, you're looking great. Oh, I love your hair. And then somebody will say, hold on, let me turn the cam off a minute, I'll be back. Something was coming in my eye. I don't want to stop poking my eyes. We are all looking at me, so I have to turn it off. How you grow up with your skin care matters. If you start with cheap cream and it's good, your skin will resonate with that way. And likewise, expensive cream. Okay. Yeah. Just do what works for you. Just do what works for you. Please don't. I think you should concentrate more if you can. Some people spend a lot of money on skincare and other products and spend less on what they eat. They don't mind grabbing anything here and there and eat, and then they'll go and be spending money on cream. It doesn't work. You have to start from your inside. And what I use is shea butter. Shea butter is what you call what is the name in Igbo? Okuma. I think it's Okuma, but shea butter, organic shea butter. I get it from Amazon. Organic shea butter. It's like a block. It comes in a block. I had to melt it and put it in a small tub and add some almond oil or coconut oil or any of these, and they're all organic, raw organic coconut oil or raw organic almond oil. I'll add it to that shea butter and mix it up. That's my cream. My face, body, that's what I use. So whatever works for you. The power of affirmation. Yes. Honestly, even if you think, maybe in your head, a lot of things are going on, just affirm yourself. Yes, you are what you eat. That's another thing. You are what you eat. Some people do not bother what they eat. That's what I call misplaced priority. People are not getting their priorities right. They don't bother about what they eat. They bother about what they put on their skin. They bother about when they're going to fix the next nail. I've never fixed nail in my life. In fact, I have a razor. Once my nails starts growing a little bit, I become very uncomfortable. I have to look for my razor blade and I'll cut my nails. Now, that's me. I can't stand it. So when I see all these people with these long things, I'm like, oh my God, how do they do their housework? How did they do things? How did they clean? I start to imagine a lot of things in my head, but they're used to it. And you see them in the office, sometimes they'll be they're typing with that thing, the nail thing, and they're used to it. You see? But that is something I've never done, and I can't do it because I can't stand anything, even my normal nail growing, I can't stand it. But that's me. You see, we're all so different. I have a different priority in life. And my main priority in life is to be happy. I try to make myself happy. In as much as I have a lot going on, I know that the challenges we had last year, at a point I was not happy. I have to be honest to God. And God understood that we are human beings. Sometimes we cannot always be happy. But every little opportunity you have, please be happy. I know that things are difficult both in Nigeria, even here in the UK. A lot of people are struggling, but just be happy with yourself and with others. Do not bear grudges. Do not bear grudges. If anybody offends you and you think that it's going to bother you, or you are going, each time that person contacts you or you see that person, you are reminded or you're offended, avoid the person. Not that you hate the person. Don't ever use the word hate. Avoid is better. Avoid the person. That means you are not going to be meeting that person all the time for them to be annoying you or for them to be saying things that do not go down well with you. Try and avoid them. But it doesn't mean that if you see them in trouble tomorrow or either in danger tomorrow, you will not run to their aid. Of course not. But the thing is that because of the way the person behaves around you, you are trying to avoid that person, either by phone or by meeting the person. You just avoid. That way, your mind will be free. You're not going to keep reminding about that, yourself about that person, or keep seeing that person. Because some people are just horrible, and sometimes they don't even know that they are like that. The way they talk to you, the way they say, the tone of their voice, the way they command, they don't even know. Some of these people, I must say, don't even know that they are like that. Some of them who are, have a listening ear, when you say, because me, I will tell you, I will say, why are you talking like that? Why are you commanding with that tone? And some of them who are rude will say, well, that's how I talk. Then you know that person, you don't have anywhere to go with that person. Oh, that's how I talk. They won't even come and say, oh, really? And try and call themselves meeting. You can call yourself meeting. Yes, meeting doesn't have to be with a group of people. You can call yourself meeting and say, look, I need to cut out this. I need to cut out, I need to do this. And then you start changing. Anyway, before I go on and on, Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for this Sunday, Palm Sunday, as when we celebrate, oh God. And then we know that on Friday will be Good Friday, the crucifixion of our Lord Jesus Christ. And on Sunday, it's going to be time to remember his resurrection. So all this week, all these few weeks, we've been on Holy Week, and we thank you for everything. Thank you for this live stream. We have an important discussion to go into regarding marriage, regarding simple issues that are causing us problems in our marriages and in our relationships. I pray, Lord, that as we go into it, that you be with us. We'll have an open mind, those who are here present and those who are going to join us and those who are going to replay the live stream, that will benefit from one thing or the other. I know we have already talked about a few things already this afternoon, and we're going to talk more as we go on. So we pray, Lord, that you be with us as we discuss, that you will learn from each other, because it's going to be an interactive discussion that will learn from each other. Thank you for once again for this day. Thank you for the fresh week. We pray that and hand over the week to your care, that you be with us all, and that our week will be good. All our family members and everyone around us that we're not going to receive any bad news, but we're going to receive good news that will give us cause to be joyful and thankful to God. So we hand over everything to you today and pray that for the rest of the week, you're going to be with us. Once again, thank you for each and every one of us present and those who are going to join us in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Okay. Hold on, my people. Yes, so what I was saying, we're talking about something else, but today, what I actually want us to discuss is these issues coming up from time to time in marriage. People think that, some people will say to me, oh my God, I don't know how you've done it for this number of years. Marriage is hard work. I don't seem to understand my husband, or I don't seem to understand my wife, or you hear people say all sorts of things. That you don't understand somebody and you've lived without that person for how many years. Sometimes I wonder what is actually going on. But when they actually sit down and explain to you, Spice, you're welcome. You're welcome. All the people that have been looking for you on this live stream, and none of them are here today. Last week was hilarious. Last week we were all here. AA was here. Musisi was here. Funke was here. B Joy Special was here. Everybody was there like, where is Spice? Where is Spice? Now today you're here. And none of them are here today, but never mind. You're very welcome, my dear. Nice to see you. How are you? How are you, my dear? You're very welcome. Yeah. Hold on again, Pico. Oh, hold on. Yes. Okay, yeah, welcome. Gift is welcoming Spice. She comes like how Onwa is. Just like her name. She comes once in a while. We see her once in a while. So the particular issue that actually brought me to this discussion, which obviously there's various things to be discussed, is the fact that the lady was complaining bitterly. She's exhausted. When we're talking about people having gray hair on time, she actually mentioned something like that. She said, look at me. I'm looking much older than my mates. I know I've had 3 children, but that's beside the point. I'm looking much older than my age mates because, and she's putting it down on the type of husband she married. She said she was complaining that herself, and now this is happening in the UK. Excuse me. If it's in Nigeria, you say, well, people have a house help, or they may have their younger ones that can come and stay with them and help. But here, there's nothing like that. It's you and your husband. You are the house girl. You are the madam. You are the child, whatever. You are everything in the home. And you and your husband, really, not just you, both of you. And if one of you or both of you have to work, then you have to come to an agreement how it's going to work out, especially when you have children. Sometimes, some people who don't even have children, they still have issues, they still complain because one party is not pulling their weight. So this particular woman was saying that what annoys her was the way people comment about her when she's out because of the way she looks. We talked about looks today, and I've talked about you standing in the mirror, affirming yourself, that I do that a lot. I'll just stand there. I'm like, hey, God, see me. God, you are the one that created me. You know how old I am, but look at me. Just look. Look at what you created. I'll talk about this. I'll talk about that. My husband would be listening where he is. He said, "Who are you talking to?" I said, I'm talking to the mirror." He would say, "This woman, you know, because if you don't say that I am, nobody will say that you are. Affirm yourself. Tell yourself that you look good. Mommy, you look beautiful. You see what my spicy just said? She just affirmed what I was saying. She said that I look good. And Obi, when Obi was here, she was saying that she likes older people who, dress well, who look after themselves well. I do that too. We have to. Honestly, when you do that, you'll be a very happy person. Sometimes I'm going out there, I'm laughing, and this person coming opposite will think I'm laughing with them, and they'll come and they laugh with you as well. And they say hello, and you say hello. And I've already started laughing before I met them because maybe there was something I just remembered. And I'll just start laughing. I love to laugh and I love to appreciate God for every little thing. Because if you have not been, that's why in my last video where I was talking about tapping, people love to tap after when they see the product of what they think that they are seeing. They've just seen the product and they just see you and they want to tap into what is happening in your life. You have to start tapping from the beginning, from when the struggle started. Will you be able to withstand that kind of struggle that I had many years ago that actually made me to be who I am today? You don't just start tapping from the top. You have to start from the root to tap if you really want to be that kind of person that tap. If you have not watched my video, please watch the video where I talked about people tapping into people's blessings. There are other ways you can use the words to ask God to bless you the way they'll bless the other person, but you have to also put in the hard work. No dynamic or static wrinkles. You are so blessed. Thank you. Spice, Favor is my sister here in London. So when you see her Favor London, it doesn't mean because she lives in London, but it's her actual surname is London. So she's here to support. She's been supporting me, watching my videos back to back and telling me about some of my videos that I've forgotten about. She will tell me what she watched, and I'm like, wow, you're really digging into my channel. So she's very supportive, yes. And her name is Favor, and she's a favored child of God. Okay, no starting we are blessed. Yeah. So far, I haven't seen the wrinkles yet. They will come when they'll come, but they're staying where they are for now because my smiles, my God, my smiles are not letting these wrinkles come. When I'm sad, I look at myself in the mirror and comfort myself. Yes, honestly, because if you don't, nobody else will. Even if they come out there and tell you, oh, this and that, they don't mean it. When you go out, some of them will look at you like this and do like this. What's the point? So the one you say to yourself is the one that is valid. Yeah, is the one that is valid. Creating such a fine girl like me. Yes, just do that. It's very. Now you told me the secret why you look the way you do, because you don't look anything near what you are going through or what you've gone through or what is happening in your life. And some people say that to me as well. After the events of last year, they say to me, when they come to visit, they look at me, they're like, you look like you're even more refreshed than you were last year. After all that you went through, sometimes you have to call yourself meeting. I said it before. Mina likes. Thank you for the thumb up. Thank you for coming. Mina, it's been a while. And as I've said to people, you don't see my comments in your channel, but I watch your videos. I watch you all, but I just give a like as well. Yeah, I decided since I returned to YouTube early this year that I'll just be watching people and giving likes, that I won't be commenting for now. And I have a reason for that. Yes, so you are very welcome, Mina. Thank you. Yes, Favor is so favored by God. Again, she's a lady that is gone through this and that, and she's still standing gidiwa, and you wouldn't know, So that we must not carry our problems and issues on our face and walking around because nobody cares. Honestly, you think they care? No. More life is life in, oh well, my dear. But we thank God. Yes, once you are alive, let the life be life in. We'll just thank God. In fact, we have talked about gray hair before you come in. Bina is another lady who has, when you see her videos and see her, she's all gray, but she's not near my age yet. So, and that was natural. I don't even know how many years she was when she started graying. If she's the one that keep putting dye, by now, how many bottles of dye will she have used? And her hair color will be all over the place. But that's her natural distance. So the first thing she will do for herself is to look after herself from inside and forget about the color of the hair, because that's not important. How is your face looking? How is your inside? How are you caring for yourself generally? That is what is more important. Go to her videos and see her gray hair. And I love the way that she just is normal. That's how she's created by God. She's fearfully and wonderfully made. Yeah, you see? She's fearfully and wonderfully made. And she loves her hair. So why will people, small things, we're worrying? We don't like this, we don't like that. Before you came, Mina, I was telling them, like we're talking about hair, my short hair and everything. And I've told them that I've never used dye in my hair. I've not, and I'm not going to, I'm not preparing to. I'm graying later in life, because I'm now into my 60s and I'm starting to gray now, but it's not very obvious when you see me from a distance. But I said, I love it. I'm actually waiting for when it will be all white. I'm going to celebrate it. My husband will say to me, the things you are going to celebrate in this your life is uncountable. Because I said to him, I can't wait for this UK retirement age. UK retirement age, Abby? I don't know what I have done to them. When I came into the UK in the 80s, retirement age was 60. In fact, we were in Scotland at the time, it was 55. In Scotland, it was 55. And then they moved it to 60. And then they moved it to 65. And then to 66. My age group is 67. My children's age group is 69. Mina, your children's age group will be 70 or something like that. So they're moving it up and up. And the reason they say, because people are living longer now and stronger. 65. What do you mean by 65? No, it's not 65, Mina. You mean the retirement age? No, Mina, my age group. You lost touch of what is going on in UK. My age group. Oh, by the way, yeah, Mina is in UK. My age group in the UK now, Mina is 67. That's why when I had my birthday in March, I was saying, oh God, I've still got another 3 years to retirement. And I really want to walk up to retirement because I don't have any reason, even though I'm doing part-time, I don't have any reason to retire before that age group, because I want to get my full pension and because my job is not that stressful. I work from home. Yes, so we'll live long and collect our pension in full. Oh, yes. They will push it to 77. No, it's already pushed. My age group is 67, Mina. I can't wait to rock my oh, yes, 70. Honestly, so my age is already 67, Mina. So your age group might still be 67 or 68, but I know that my children, their age group is 69. So your own children, they may even push it to 72 by the time they start working. UK, they want us to work and die in service, but God will forbid it. I see what Mina say. We are going to work and we'll be strong and retire and get our retirement money. We don't work for UK. We go get that retirement age, and get our pension. Her age. Yes, so that's what is happening at the moment. So they are pushing retirement age up and up and up. It used to be 55. Can you imagine, from 55 to 60, from 60 to 65, from 65? They've not been adding one year, depending on your age group, though. Depending on your age group, I have a friend, she's only 1 year older than me, but she's going to get hers this year. So depending on your age, they're now adding 1 year. But we got to wait now. It doesn't take time. Before you say Jack Robinson, that time reach, you're like, hey, so I'm now at my retirement age. What am I going to do with myself? I'll start touring the world. With which money? When you hear pension, you think how much? That's why it's always good to have something on the side, because UK pension, unless they pay you here and you enjoy it in Nigeria, that way you're going to enjoy it to the fullest. But if they're paying you here and you're spending it here, I don't know how we are going to survive with that. But when the time comes, we'll think about that. I have like 18 years to retirement. Yes, I think your age group will not be 67. It must be at least 68 for your age group. Yes. So you still have years of working in you. So get your strength up and just keep going and forget about retirement if you got that number of years to retire. Oh my God, this life, This life, that's why the story I was telling you people about this woman and her husband. Sometimes, so I said that simple things that cause problem in marriages or in relationship, they are quite simple. And sometimes when I laugh, people wonder why I'm laughing. They think I'm laughing because I'm no more on that stage of my marriage. And I said, I may not be in that stage of my marriage, but I've gone through that stage. Remember, you can't just get married today and next year they tell you that you are now 40 years married. No, you have to go from stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, and so on. You have to, and each stage has its own challenges. When it's just two of you, if you had that chance to just be two of you after marriage, some people don't have that chance like me. I didn't have that chance. Some people have that chance of not be, waiting. They have to wait for some months, not because they want to wait, because it just didn't happen. They wait for some months or even 1 year or more before the children starts coming. But some people don't enjoy that period. Why? Because they actually want to start family immediately, but it's not coming. Those who enjoy that time are people who say to themselves, before they even say I do, they say to each other, yes, we're going to get married to show our commitment, but after the marriage, we are going to just spend 1 year, some we wouldn't say 2, on our own before we start thinking of bringing children in. Those kids, grandkids will keep you busy. Yes, so another one is due very soon. Yes, so they won't let me travel. No, I'm not that kind of grandma. I love them. I'll look after them, but my holidays, unless when they get to that age when they can come with me, if their parents will allow them to say, come with grandma, grandpa, I can take them. I don't mind once in a while taking them, but not to prevent me from travel. No, me first. I've done my bit. The next thing, hold on, let me just have a little cough. Yeah, I've had a cough and I've had a cuppa. We in UK and cup of tea. We don't, even though it's sunny, we still have a cup of tea. Cuppa, call it cuppa. There are people getting divorced at 60. Of course. There are people, God I beg, make them enjoy for 1 year, then give me grandbabies. Because that's the thing. Because we, as the parents who really look forward to having grandchildren, they'll be waiting. They'll come and visit. They're like, you waited the other, it's so many months now. You're just watching. You don't want to say anything. Because we are learned grandmas now. We don't talk anyhow like older grandmas that used to talk anyhow, and they don't mean bad. Let me make you laugh. In our wedding was in December, the year we wedded. Then joined my husband to Lagos. Then we came back in February. How many months is that? 2 months after wedding. We came back to do something in Port Harcourt. I went to the village to stay with Mama. And Mama, Mama, my husband is the first son. He's the first one that is married. They can't wait to have that. And then, listen, I waited 22nd of December. So towards the end of December, we came in early February. How many months? It's not even up to 2 months. Mama, I got on very well with Mama. Mama is like, me and Mama, we are 5 and 6. You won't even know that it's not my real mom. So nothing she does or says will make me angry. I'll just take it that it's my mom talking, And I wish that children these days will understand, will get it. But sometimes they don't. Our own time is past. There was nothing my mother-in-law would have done to me that I would take it, you because it's your son, because it's your... No, because it's my mom. She was my mom, Anyway, come back in February. Mama was looking at me. I was just chatting. She was just looking at me like that. And she was there. And then she said, hey, I said, Mama, hold the mama. For those of you, we are all Igbos here, so you understand what Mina, are you Igbo? Because sometimes I wonder how we born Igbo. Mina, are you, I haven't heard you speak Igbo before. Are you Igbo? No. Mina, you only Igbo, in an Igbo. If not, so I can interpret. And she said, Spice is laughing. I'm telling you, that's what Mama said. No, I know you're not Igbo. So, what I was trying to say, somebody who waited towards the end of December visited Mama in February, early February. Mama said, hey, and then she was looking at me, and say, Mama, I don't know, Mama. Meaning, how is your body? I said, Mama, my body is fine. I pretended I don't know what she was saying. I said that, yeah, I know the Mama, my body is fine. And then to her, because I was still a bit youngish then, maybe to her, I don't understand this kind of how body. She think that she thought I don't understand that. What she meant by that kind, how is your body? She had to say it another way. I said, Mama, we only went in December, didn't we? I understand a bit of you, but okay. So you understand when you say to a young lady, meaning how is your body? I said, Mama, we just got married, no more mothers, So maybe I learned from that. I'm like, with these Gen Z children, but my children are not Gen Z anyway. They're not even millennial. I don't know what they are. But anyway, they're not our age group. So they understand things differently. So me, I did my mouth like this. When I look at them, I just look and I wait until I hear anything. I don't ask questions because they will not be as understanding as I was with Mama at the time. After less than 2 months of marriage, so people can understand what I mean by you don't say, oh, you wait 1 month. Wait 1 month for what? You just got married. You're telling me you're waiting 1 month. Anyway, but lo and behold, anyway, because I wedded in December 22nd, 3rd of October, the following year, our first baby came. So at the time, Mama was asking me this, whether maybe I was already pregnant, but I didn't even know. So it's just how life is, that when we mothers, we always, we always want to ask or look or watch and observe. But what we must not do, now seriously, what we must not do is to put pressure on them or on ourselves. Don't put pressure on yourself and keep wondering, hey, I hope nothing is wrong. Hey, I hope they're okay. Hey, I hope this. No. Do you know our job as mothers, who are expecting grandchildren, who already have some and expecting more, is just to pray. Hand your children on these people into God in prayer and say, God, they're married, their heart desires. Because sometimes you might be praying and their heart desire is not to be pregnant that time. They want to wait for a little while for some reason, for their own reasons. But I always encourage people not to wait for too long, because that time you think you're prepared, it may not happen. Just do what seems right to you, but our own part is to pray for them. If we are in any way think that there's a problem or there might be, just pray. Hand over everything to God in prayer and don't worry yourself. So talking about this particular lady. Her main problem. In fact, let me drop the link really, because sometimes I like people to just come up. Hearing another person's voice is always good as well. I want to be the only one talking. So I'll drop the link just in case anybody wants to come up in at any time. I just copied the link. This is what he says. Is that right? Let me copy it again. And that's that's more like it now. The other one, I don't know what I copied. What did he say? New StreamYard they're looking up for. Check out StreamYard and get here. I don't know where I got that one from. Let me remove that one. I don't know what they're talking about. I'll delete comment. Okay, yes, I just want to drop the link. They should not wait to. Mina is one of those women I'm talking about. Mina is one of those, my mother-in-law I'm talking about. Mama saw with her spiritual eyes, yeah. Because when it's eventually, I'm like, oh, so at time, because if somebody had maybe in October, mean that by that February, it did not enter. I didn't know. She had a spiritual eyes, exactly. They should not wait, though. Hi, Mina. Why now? Let me tell you, this waiting, sometimes it does help. Sometimes, it depends. Because for me, as I said, we just married in December. The following October, baby came. So obviously by March, April, I already knew that I was pregnant. Then that pregnancy, little sickness. And then the next thing, you are very heavy. The next thing, baby comes. And from then, back to back, we had 3 back to back within 5 years. And then another 5 years before we had the last one. So it was like, from that time of marriage till the children became maybe, the last one became maybe 5 years, we are just swimming in the ocean of raising children. And then before you now start breathing to get yourself together, they start going to uni, they start doing other things. You think that when they go to uni, it's better, you have rest of mind. No, you'll be wondering what is going on there. They don't message you or you call them, they don't answer. You're like, hey, this one that they didn't answer until evening. And so you forget that they may be in lectures, they may be. So it does not end. So if the people want to have that 1 year to themselves, I don't know, I don't see why not. But then we as human beings, we are very impatient. Today, the people hear that her oldest is only 23, and she's ready. God help you. Don't make them rush into marriage, because anyway, you're a prayerful woman, but don't let them rush. So because they need to get it right. But you're a prayerful woman, I know you won't make them rush into marriage, but don't tell them you're ready. And the oldest one is only 23. Mind you, on my wedding day I was 23, but that was then. Now people delay things. Yeah, I got married at 23. People delay things these days. 23, now you're telling them about marriage. They're looking at you as, are you okay? They think that I'm just 23. I'm just 25. Why are you talking about marriage? But some of them still get married at this age. So it really depends. It really depends. So this lady, she literally used the word that her husband is the weapon fashioned against her. Wahala. Marriage, wahala. They must marry her in your market. Yes, so they must carry her in your market. Mina, you're very funny. She said that her husband is the weapon fashioned against her. Hey, I'm like, that's too strong now. What is going on? How can your own husband or even your own wife, that God, you went there and you say, I do. And God, and then the priest pronounced what God had joined together. No, let no man put asunder. And everybody say amen. and you went home, and you are living together, and you have the first child, the second child, the third child, and then he became the weapon fashioned against you. Yes, we pray that they marry right. Because if you don't marry right, that's the main prayer. No matter how young your children is, please, everybody, if you have children, start praying very early that they marry right. Very important. Very, very important. I know why I'm saying that. So, the one out of the numerous things her husband was doing or was not doing was that she was not helping her out at all at home. And this is happening in UK. Because if it's in Nigeria, men, most of them don't know where the food is being prepared. All they know is where the table where they pass the food for them to eat. That's where they know. They don't know what you are doing in that kitchen or what. All they know is that something came out from that kitchen smelling lovely and nice, and they just eat and get off from the chair and go, not even taking their plates away. Why would they? Because they have what do you call them? House helps. They have maybe one or two of their children already grown up a bit and helping their mom, or the mother has her younger sister or whatever living with them. So if they even see the man carrying his plate to the kitchen, they'll be wondering, are you okay? That's how things were done there. But what I say to people before they start Japa, is that what people call it? Yeah, Japa to UK or to any part of the world. I'm talking about UK because that's where I've lived for a long time. Before you start Japaing, just like we advise people to talk about things in marriage before they say I do. Before you say I leave Nigeria to UK, talk, discuss. I thought I'm going to come up with a video. I think I did one when I was 34 years in the UK 4 years ago. I'm going to do another one because there's a lot coming up now. Things that were happening in the UK in the 80s when we came here and how things are now, even with raising children up, even with the benefits that the children get. I'm going to come up with another video. And then after that video, we can talk about that on a live stream. I think that's the best way. Just talk about it in the video and then we can expand on a live stream because people are now jumping into UK. It's only when they come here that they are like, hey, I wish I had asked questions. But those who asked questions and they were told they did not agree anyway. So going back to this woman, she was talking about her husband not doing this, not doing that, and all the rest of it, and that he's not helping. That what he does is he comes back from work, food is not ready, the children are running around, he will go to the room, he will start pressing his phone, he will start laughing and watching something and waiting for him to be called that the food is ready. This was happening they've been in the UK for 3 years. So it's not like they just came. This will be happening. So where the woman got it wrong is that she did not start from the beginning. As I said, you have to even start from before you leave Nigeria, but people don't have that time before they leave. All their mind is to sell whatever is sellable to come. So they don't even have the time to talk about what might happen, what will be going on in the UK. When we get there, how are we going to do it? Will one person be working? Will one person working? Will it be enough to maintain us and the family? And the answer to that, without even thinking about it, in this day and age is no. One person's job will not do unless you just want to eat from hand to mouth. And that is the situation of things in the UK now. So when they now came, obviously, two of them have to work. And the woman still being a nice, virtuous woman, Sometimes we can be that virtuous to our own detriment. Was she in full employment? Yes, the woman was. And the man was both in employment, not full. No, the man was in full employment. The woman was working around the children education. Yes, so she's still working, but not full time. But the man works full time. Yes. So the woman comes back, gets the children from school, and obviously homework will be there, things to be done, cooking and all the rest of it. The man now comes back later in the day. The woman is still running around with the children that came back from school. She returned from work herself. She's extremely tired, but she can't just say that she's tired. She had to get on with it. So she was doing the housework, cooking and everything. The man comes back, sees that the food is not ready, went into the room or wherever he goes into and starts looking at his phone or doing things or start laughing and playing with the phone. The woman don't like it, but where she got it wrong. Oh, somebody came in, Glam Rock Chica 69. Glam Rock Chica 69. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for coming. So where she got it wrong, where I said the woman got it wrong was the fact that she did not start, she forgot that the man has still got his Nigerian hat on, how things were done, but still the man would have reason to remember, Kechi, who was helping us, is not here with us. Your younger sister, Chidima, who was living with us, is no longer here with us. He should have clicked. But some men, it doesn't click. You have to tell them. But some women will say, but he should have known. Why would he not know? No. Don't assume that men will know. I'm telling you, as a mom who raised up 4 sons, don't always assume that they will know what to do. Keep reminding and telling them. So this woman made that mistake of thinking that he should know that we are now in UK, he will do everything. She will even still cook at the time, that she's so tired, she's not clearly not happy, but didn't let the man know. She still cook and still do all those things and bring to the table, and then call him, whatever they call themselves, he'll come out and he'll eat, and he'll go and sit down again. And the woman being the kind of person from the story, being that kind of woman that was raised up back home to understand that men is certain way, and you are the woman, you have to cook, you have to make sure your husband is happy in and out. Yes, you know what I mean by being happy in and out. Yes, you have to do this. So she was doing this initially. She wasn't happy, but she didn't know how to tell him. In fact, to her, from the story, to her, it's like, if I tell him to come and start helping me in the kitchen or around the house, it will be like I'm disrespecting him, and I don't remember that he's my husband again. And then this reminder of I'm the head of the home will start coming out. So she actually caused part of the problem herself. So lesson to learn here, ladies, women, mothers, when you are in that situation, especially here in the UK, I don't even see why men cannot start helping their spouses back home. All these house girls, sometimes house girls are the ones that are left to train the children, and you can see the problems causing it back home. But when they come here, some men who are true to themselves will tell you, I actually bonded with my children now that I've never done before. Now I'm always with them. When I come back from work, my wife will now go to work, and I'm with the children, and I'm bonding with them, even though it's tiring. Some men are saying this, even though it can be tiring, but I actually enjoy it, and I actually see what my wife goes through when I'm not there, because she spends most of the time with them. I can actually see. So some men who are reasonable will actually say this, but some of them will be like, hey, what? In fact, stop working completely. You don't work. Just be doing this with these children. I can't do this anymore. Let me just be the one working. So you be the one working. Are you prepared to bring the amount of money that the lady will need to bring up, to raise up those children, to care for the home? That one becomes another issue. I was telling her, Spice, that I know that you want to mute. When you see Spice, you mute, but she was here. I don't know whether she's still in the background. She don't come. Don't enter. Hear her comment now. This is one of our UK mothers. Mina is a UK mom as well. Is UK mom as well. So she got it. Yes. When you decide to come over here, you drop your hat, the Nigerian hat, and wear the UK hat when you enter. That's the only way that marriage will thrive. That's the only way you can have peace in your home. That little help. And women, please also drop that hat of Nigeria. I know that we are here now and tell them, ask them. Some men cannot use their initiative. They're not, some of them are not wired like that. I don't know where she is now. She was here before typing. I don't know. Maybe she's in the background. She will appear again very soon. Anyway, so this was causing problems. So yeah, those of you here in the UK, you raise up your own children here in the UK and still raising them up in the UK. So you know what it means. And you go to work. So if we just, and maybe when the children start growing up, get to a certain age where they can help you, whether they are male children or girl child, they can help you around the house, that's fine, but that still doesn't mean that they are dad. Because they need to see their father helping as well. And it will help them, even if they are girls, when they get married, they now remember how their dad used to help out in the house, help their mom, help them, help to dress them up, pick them up from school, do this and that. So they will now, their husbands, they will also encourage their husbands to do the same, and vice versa. But when you think that they should know, some men will either pretend that they don't know or truthfully don't know, because that's not how they were raised up. They were raised up to know that they are. In fact, if they see them near the kitchen back home, sometimes in some places, they see a man near the kitchen, it will be a laughing matter. You are in the kitchen, look at you. What kind of man are you? You see? But men should know that once they come abroad, they have to drop that. And if they really want to have peace in their home, they might had a chance to come to UK with young children. All mine were born here, okay. And we had to roll our sleeves up. Yeah. Hubby too had to birth baby too. Yeah, absolutely. And change nappies. Well, yeah. All mine were born here, apart from the first one, who was a baby. He was only 18 months. So I would say that mine were all born here as well. And it's all hands on deck. And it wasn't even something that I had to tell Hobby to we just got on with things. He does everything for them. Sometimes even more. Apart from me carrying them for 9 months, breastfeeding and everything, other things he just stands on. And that was how we did it. So when people see how things are going and how you are coping and how you've coped over the years, do they think that is that kind of going to be looking at your phone and crossing your leg and your wife is slaving in the kitchen, that's how we got to this stage? No, we wouldn't have, because knowing I'm a bit cool-headed now, but I wasn't that time. I would have lost it, So when people think that it's not the same, if he did not help at the time, and maybe I'll be stressed all the time, I will not be a happy person. And a unhappy wife makes a very unhappy home. Because once the mom is not happy at home, you know that everything in that home will not be okay. Because the children are quite sensitive, who are born here. They'll always be looking at your face. Are you okay, mommy? Why are you not smiling? I want you to smile. For one of my children in particular, we always joke with me and say, I want you to be happy. Why are you not happy? He'll always be looking at your face. So they always watch. They want a happy environment. They want the atmosphere to be happy. But if your husband their dad is that kind that will not help, and the children clearly will see that they're not helping and that their mom is struggling, the children will pick these things up. And it's going to affect them as well into their own adulthood and when they have their own children. Oh, Laurentia, you're welcome. You're welcome. We're talking about minor. We have talked, how we are on this live stream. We go from one thing to the other and to the next one. So, but we are now to the point of the live stream, which is this woman who, they live in the UK now. They came from Nigeria 3 years ago. And she was complaining that her husband is the weapon fashioned against her. That it's made her life hell, that when she goes out and see her mates, the way they look, that she's not looking like that because of what is going on at home. But I blamed her in a way because initially she was doing it all on her own, just getting on with things. She did not call him to or tell him that we're now in the UK, we're no more in Nigeria. Nkechi is no longer living with us. Chidinma is no longer here. It's just me, and we have our 3 children. Can we do this, and that? So men, you just have to do that with them, especially if they are coming from home. If they are like AA was saying, that all our children were born here. For me, all our children were more or less born here as well. So we know that we just have to get on with it. It's so different than somebody who has had that way of living back home and suddenly find themselves here in diaspora. You have to sometimes have to tell them what to do. Clara. Oh, Uju. Wahala. Uju. Thank you for coming. We're talking about a woman that said that her husband is the whip of fashion against her in the marriage. You wonder how somebody who is your other half will be the weapon fashioned against you. Then how are you going to thrive in that marriage? Well, what did AA say? When our first child was teething, I never knew. At 4 a.m., I tied one of his legs. Oh, let's you want to hear no read this your comments. I woke up from this panicking. Who is this? Who is this AA? Do anybody know who this AA is? Would you see wahala? This one a big wahala. This one not be what did AA say that peace means? Tafia. You know that one is not the one. Now this one can real wahala. Is you mean truthfully? Oh my God. So no, tell me what you mean by tying. You mean carrying them in your bag? Carrying them on your back? Is that what you mean? Because when you say you need to tie them, I want to know what do you mean by tying? Is it like tying with wrapper now on your back or tying them where? That's why I say let nobody read this one. I thought you mean tying their leg or so holding on. I don't know what you mean by tying. Explain. I don't blame that woman. So husbands are we used to tie my second son too, and we got caught by her. Tell you how. I want you to explain this to me to understand. I mean, as in this I don't know what to tell you. He said back, so it's not even not. Anyway, let's leave that topic then. Let's see. What did he have to talk about us? Hey, because let me drink. Oh my God. Hey, this one not be what? Let me drink. Hold on. You see what AA cost? Thank you, Larissa. I've just had what I say that caused this problem. It was not right there. So this is something to say. Hey, God, though. Hey, God. Yeah. Hey, God. Okay, we'll see what you cost. You made me to. I was laughing so much. Hey, na big wahala. I tell you. Sister Winnie, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you, Laurentia. Yes, I've had a drink of water. Thank you. I'm okay. I'm okay with you. It's AA. I blame AA for making me laugh so much or making me feel like, big wahala. That's why I needed to drink. I was just laughing so much. Oh my God. Yes, I'm okay. Thank you, Sister Winnie. You're welcome. So what you comment you made about that the woman, what did you say that I wanted to respond to? I don't blame that woman. Some husbands are okay. Weapon against. Samson used to get out of high chair and stood on it. Oh yeah, the man did that as well. So both legs were tied. He was 19 months and we had a new too. Yes, sometimes honestly, when I look back as well, raising these children up here without any support, it can be overwhelming. But I can't remember that tying bit. Oh, hey, this one past Wahala, I tell you, I can't even remember, I can't even think about that one. I didn't get to that stage where we have to do that. But yeah, standing on the high chair, you put them there before you can be standing up. If you run what they'll fall. I remember one of them climbed up to reach something in the kitchen, and when they heard my voice coming, they panicked and jumped. And as they were jumping, something dropped and broke, and they jumped on top of that broken glass. That kind of bleeding, I've never seen that kind of bleeding in my life till today. He still got the scar on his leg, under his foot. And then he will always remember, because we'll have to tell him the story all over again. He would have, in fact, if he's somewhere that is not here, like that was then, again, this was in the, if not in the 80s, then the early 90s, UK, when you call an ambulance, it doesn't matter what it is, they'll be there within minutes. So they came and he was taken to hospital. They had to suture it. I have to apply. They told me on the phone what to do to apply pressure and all the rest of it. Yeah, so they can be hands full when they're young. You just have to have eyes at the back of your head as well. So yeah, he jumped into that very big broken glass and got deep into, I think, even the artery was affected. The bleeding was much, but were able to arrest the bleeding, sewed it all up and everything. So yeah, I know it can be like that. That's why husband and wife, have to help each other. Yeah, he still got that mark, even as a 30-something-year-old now. He still got that. He always remembers that. Yeah. Okay, Grandma used to do it. Her 2 grandchildren, they are well in their 40s now. Yeah, I mean, there's extremes to raising the children up and what parents want to do. People just do what they think is listen, but for me, there are things I'm like, hey, just like some people back home as well in those days. And I think it's mainly people from Yoruba side that I see do that. I don't know whether Igbos do that as well to their babies. If they do, let me know. Where when I see that at that time, it frightens me. For the child don't want to eat or to drink, it's a very, I'm talking like for a baby, not just a child, baby, and they are refusing to eat. You see the mom holding the baby down like this, pinching the nose. You see the nose they pinch or the mouth, I don't know which one they pinch, and then they'll be putting the pap, the watery pap down their throat to eat, and the baby will be crying, and they'll be forcing it down. Like, this is terrible. That pap could go the wrong way. Anything could have happened to that child. What kind of feeding is that? They'll just hold the child down and they'll be doing that. And the child will be crying and putting their legs like that, and they're still feeding. What kind of feeding is that? They must have stopped that now. I hope so. But that was then. It really frightens me. Why would any mother force feed a child like that? If that child is refusing to drink the pap, maybe because you didn't put sugar in it, maybe because you didn't add any milk in it, and it's not tasty, and the baby just wants something tasty to eat, and you're forcing that down their throat. I hope it stops now, as you say, because that was terrible. Versatile Nurse Frances is in the building, and Musisi is in the building. Thank you so much for coming. Somebody called O is in the building. Who is that? Do I know you? Who came in as O? Is it somebody I thought it is? Who are you? Oh, who are you? Explain yourself. Oh, Spice is back in the building. They haven't stopped. Even as I type, they still do it here. Nwanu, did you hear that? Left Nigeria 40 years ago, and she said that they stopped. Somebody who is still Gidewa in Lagos, not just in Nigeria, but in Lagos, is telling you that it's still happening. Who is it? Yes, who are you? I'm suspecting that this O is somebody I know. Oh, show yourself. Because I'm telling you, this may be somebody. I hope it's not one of my sons thinking that I'm talking about them here. I hope you're not one of my sons. Oh, who are you? Who are you? Tell me who you are. Send me a WhatsApp message on my phone to tell me that you are the one. So I'll know how much to talk again. Whether I'm going to talk about you people when you people were growing up or not, whether I'm going to shut up. I think it's one of my sons, my people. I think so. So I'm not going to talk anymore. Someone already here. Probably someone already here. No, that's it's somebody. And the person is laughing. The person is laughing. The person will later on tell me who they are. Don't worry, I think it's one of them. So, you see? I told the person, if you're my son, send me a message. He said, send. It's one of them. They're coming here to say, Mom, why are you talking about us? But I never told any lies. He has sent a message. He's one of them. He has sent a message. He said that it's him. Because I thought that. So if we say hello to all, it's one of my sons. I won't tell you which one. So that those who know my son will not identify him. Uzo is on a vacation. Who is Uzo? What about Nemuzo? Hope she's good. Okay. Somebody asked about her. Yeah, I'm sure she's good. Yeah. I'm sure she's good. We don't see her on YouTube anymore, but yeah, I'm sure she's fine. Oh, God. So my son, is saying hello. He said, hello, okay. He's now identifying himself. Hi, Mom, here to support. Oh, that's my baby. So I've identified you now. Thank you, son, for coming. At least you can hear all I was saying. I wasn't telling lies. How Dad used to help you all, run you all around. Sometimes I feel that he was just spoiling you people, doing too much, especially you. He will take you to this place, take you to that place, do that, make sure you're okay, make sure you're happy. He did that with all of you. Show your face. That one he won't agree. Bye, everyone. Mina, you're very welcome. Thank you for being part of this laughing live stream and friendly live stream. Thank you for being part of it. I appreciate you being here. Say hello to your children. Please don't keep reminding them about my age. I'm still young. 23 is the oldest and he's still young. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it, okay? He said you should click and come on stage. I don't think he will agree to do that one. He said no. Oh God, thank you so much. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Oh, thank you, Mena. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we try to make the live stream really fun. At the same time, bring out the topic we want to discuss, but make it fun. Yeah. Show your face. How about disappearing YouTubers? When was the last time they showed up? One Spice, you're being attacked now. You're telling to show his face while you have been disappearing. You haven't showed your face. That's what AA is saying to somebody. Well, she hasn't mentioned name, but I'm the one that just called your name. Spice, last one. Okay, what did you ask? Oh, are you the first or last? So you knew that it's either the first or the last, not the two middle ones. Yeah, he's the last. He's the only one that will come and do this here. He's my own. He's the one that will come and do this. And he's coming. Is it next weekend you're coming, son? The other weekend? Yeah. He's always coming around. What you know is, yes, what you know is a son and a twin to his brothers. Okay, oh yeah, that's my, you know, I am the first daughter. Yes. Oh, you know that Spice is the first daughter. But then you'll be saying, but my mom never had a daughter. Now you know that your mom had a daughter. Okay, 2 weeks you're coming. Yeah, 2 weekends now. Yeah, that'll be good. Because that's bank holiday weekend, May bank holiday. Yeah, you're coming. Thank you for being part of the live stream today. Sometimes he's in the background listening, but today he decided to type, and that is good. So once I saw that, oh, I knew it's not one of these Indian people, because some of them will come with just O or Y or E without saying. But when I saw that O, I'm thinking, and the way he greeted, I know it's my well-trained son that will greet like that. He didn't come here and start telling me what that person did that weekend, that week, that Musisi took them out. He didn't come in like that, so I knew it must be him. Now you know, oh, that mommy has a daughter. Okay, very nice. Oh my God. So, has many, hey, see, he knows. Did you hear what he said, Spice? He said that mom has many daughters. Yes, actually, she knows, but she knows, but she said that she's the first one. The troublemaker. No, he's not. That person from last week was from Brazil. No, I see what you mean now. This not too much. So that person, he can't be. Yes, but that person was really sorry, Spice. If you are here, I know you would have got your boxing gloves on that day. So it's not her. It's not from Brazil. Would have gone to the Spice would have gone to the person face to face to fight, and that person is not from Brazil. I know what you are insinuating. It's not from Brazil. Oh my God. My first name is Uju. Yeah. I love you. Oh, I prefer Sister Clara. I think she prefers Uju. It's just like me. At work, nobody knows me as Ify. They always call me my English name. And I can't wait to get out from the workplace to be myself again by answering my name. I love to answer my name, Ify, not my English name. Yes, you will shock her. She will see you in the UK. Thank you so much, everyone. So, yes, when we're talking about that woman, let's go back to that story. What I said, that woman was whipping and fashioned against her. I blamed her in a way because this was going on when they came in and they did not discuss it before they left Nigeria, how they're going to handle going to work and looking after children. And when they came initially, the man was just doing his own thing, not helping her out, letting her get on with it. And she was actually getting on with it without talking. That's where she got it wrong. She would have started from the beginning, because sometimes you think, but the man should have used his initiative. Yes, but some of them don't, especially if they're just coming from home. They don't. So you have to say it. You have to tell them. Sometimes you have to spell out A, B, C, D, what you want them to do and how you want them to do it. Yes, that's how they are wired. And once they learn what you want them to do and how they can help you, it's not that some of them don't want. No, some of them will tell you that they know what to do. I've said so many times, and when I talk, they say I'm nagging and that they don't like me nagging. But what you just say to them in a lower voice before, they haven't done it. You see, so these are simple issues, but they're causing big problem in families, and even making. Because once you have unhappy wife at home, what do you gain? I don't know how your wife will be so unhappy and you're happy as a man. But when the wife is not happy, the children will not be happy. And how can you as a man be happy? And you say that the man will go on the phone and be watching and be giggling and be looking at other, according to her, be looking at other women and laughing, while she's not able to dress herself properly. She's not able to look after herself. because he's not helping, and now he's in there looking at other women who dress well and laughing and enjoying looking at them. It's also that becomes a big problem. I love nagging. What they call nagging sometimes is not. It's just that you have said it before, you've said it again. Sometimes you even try not to say, but to act. For example, they've put this thing here, and it's not supposed to be there, and you don't really want it to be there, and you moved it. Next time it's back there, and you try not to talk by just moving that thing or doing it the right way, thinking that they will get it. Sometimes they won't still get it until you now say. For me, I've never had the word nagging before. No, they'll say, oh, okay, so I noticed that it's being moved, but I don't even pay attention. You see, that's how they are. Sometimes the word nagging may come depending on how you say it, or if you have not, like I say, I'll just decide to just do it the other way around a couple of times or a few times, and the person sometimes may get it, and if they don't, I can now say, for the past few occasions, you've been doing this and I've been doing that, but just to see it, for you to notice that this is how it should be done, but you have not done it so. And when you now say it, it clicks, and you see that doesn't happen again. So just find a way. What works for one may not work for the other. Just find a way to relay your information without nagging. Because once the first thing you do is to nag, then it becomes a problem. This I want to know you. I want to know who you are. So looking at other women, yeah, that was the problem. Yeah, that's what the woman said that he was doing, and that's why she was like, now that set her off. Why you're not helping me too? You're there looking at other women who dressed okay, and I don't have the time to look after myself because you're not helping. I have heard this many times. So it can. Oh God. Oh God. Some people will never get it. Oh, some men love that nagging. Yeah. Okay. If they won't get it and they just want you, but then they will complain you're talking too much. You see this thing you're talking about? Yeah, is this thing I'm talking about? Why not just do it right? And then there won't be any naturally nagging. It's part of her. You cannot separate the two. Part of who? You mean she said that she loves it. She loves nagging. No, men, no, seriously, men don't like it. And for them, those who don't like it, for you not to keep saying the same thing that they refer to as nagging, they try to do what they're supposed to do. But all I'm saying is that most of the time they need reminding. You just need to remind them of certain things. You need to remind them, honestly, of certain things. If not, they may not get it. I'm not, okay, the children you mean. That one, the nagging will come into it. You are embarrassed and will come into it. You're this. I don't know whether, he's still in the building. You're embarrassed. And why do you have to say that? Sometimes you go out with them. Okay. But you got that what I just said now about it can be embarrassing. Why do you have to say that with their mom? Nobody knows what I mean by that. Okay, bye, my dear. We'll talk later. Yeah, I'll be finishing the live stream maybe in the next 15, 20 minutes. Thank you for coming to support your mom. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. So we'll speak later. Thank you for coming. Yes, you do. It's true. Oh, God. But at least all those embarrassing and this and sometimes I haven't stopped. Even at your age now, sometimes I'm still like, have you done this? Oh, have you done that? Mom. He will remind me his age in case I've forgotten. He will remind me. I'm still doing that, but he doesn't hate that. He knows that mom is doing it out of love and care. He knows that. So he will never be angry with me. Sometimes I say, are you fed up with my? I say, no, I can't be angry with you, mom. And I wouldn't expect any different. Did you hear that? Oh, Okay, son, thank you so much for the support today. Thank you. We'll speak later. We'll speak later. Oh dear. So my people, that's the thing about this particular family. Yes, and we know that we have said that the man did this and that, and the woman, she had her own bit where she failed it. She would have actually, okay, bye son, bye. She would have started from the beginning to tell him, because as I say, if he was raised here and here, last born, we do offering here. Yes, that's what you would have done to show them what to do offering. We the one to do it today. You see that dollar sign? Press that dollar sign and donate some money. Donate, just chat me. Don't fall my hand. See, click on that dollar sign before you go, and just super chat me any amount you want to super chat me to say that I love what mom is doing. I know you support me in the backyard, but you can do it today if you're still here. I don't know whether you've gone. If you haven't gone, you're still here. You can super chat your mom to say, I'm here. Gidewa supporting my mom from the background. I don't know whether he's gone. But anyway, where is Sister Clara? She's told her name is Uju. You have to go to see Clara has escaped. Last born, come back. Last born, come back and super chat me. Eh? Oh God. So leave Uju alone. So call her Uju, not Clara. Her name is not Clara. Her name is Clara, but she's people like me who likes to be called their Igbo name, their native name. Some people sometimes they call it your native name. But for some reason, I came to this UK. I don't know how I changed to my English name. Mommy, you're amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. No, I mean, sometimes there are things that go on in our marriages, in the raising of our children. We have challenges here and there, but sometimes it's the way we handle things, the relationship you have with your children as well. Some of the things, gifts, you are still here. Oh my God, gifts, from Nigeria. And she was the second person that came here since I started this live stream 2 hours ago. Thank you, gifts, for being here. Yes, so what we are basically saying is that these things happen. Sometimes it's the way we handle it. We should not just neglect certain things. We should not just think that they will know. Oh, my wife should have known that I don't like this. My husband would have known that I don't like this, or that this is how I want this, or this is how it's done. They may not know. Who has frozen? Oh my God, in the background now. Yeah, we're almost rounding up now. We'll be rounding up very soon anyway. So, but thank you for being here, and thank you, everyone. It's just, as I say, some of these issues that we have in marriages, it can be very minor thing, can be very simple thing that you can just find a way of sorting it out. One man actually, and he was not joking, he was saying it, laughing and saying this. That was when we are in Kent, before we left. He came to our house to do something for us in our back garden with a friend. And we're just talking and asking whether he's married and stuff like that. I've been at the background taking care of my kids. Where is the last born? Do offering before you go. Okay. The last one, I think he's gone, or is he in the background? I don't know. Ngwakwa? Hold on. Ọ bụghị ma nwa onye ga-enye, ọ bụghị ma nwa onye ga-enye m. Onye ga-enye mbụghị nwa nwa, onye ga-enye mbụghị nwa nwa, onye ga-enye oh my God! Did you even see that? Yeah, so mbụghị nwa nwa. Come to my live stream today and see now. Make sure you come every Sunday. And now being support. This is offering time, blessing time. Offering time, blessing time. Last one don't do his own. First son don't do his own. Who is next? Musisi, thank you so much. Oh, I'm sure you always hear me talk about Musisi. My children, my husband, everybody knows about Musisi. See what he's done, no. Make sure you don't forget to sing for her. Spice, you have to come up and sing for the donations. Yes, you do. Yeah, you remember Musisi. I always say how Musisi has been so supportive to me on this YouTube. And now you just slap my face with 20 pounds. It's not 20 naira, it's 20 pounds. It's not $20, so it's not 20 euro, it's 20 pounds. Thank you, son. Oh my God. Well, Spice, are you free? Musisi say you should come and sing. We need you every Sunday. Oh my God. Honestly, when you have children and you think, oh, just like we now having grandchildren, you think, oh, they're babies. Before you know it, they'll just grow. They grow so quick. Can't believe my oldest is now a man, a young man. But I still see him as my baby. She should sing for AA. When they meet. Okay, is that what you mean? Okay. Hey, so thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for everyone. As I say, the topic today is just for us to know that every family, every marriage, every relationship have got their little things, and that it can actually be small thing that will cause huge problems for this for some people, just like for this family. And actually, the difference between this family and most other ones is that when the wife now started complaining, but the way she handled this, as I say, initially was not good. But eventually, when she now started telling the husband, he was like, oh, he should have said, this and that, but they did not talk about these things when they came into the country. So you should have said, and the woman, like, you should have known. You see, you should have said, you should have known. Who won? Nobody. So the best thing is just say it. If you think that is necessary, say it. Even if you think it's not necessary, say it, because it may become necessary in future. So talk. Help each other out. When one person is unhappy, the other person must not be happy. There's no point, because the two have become one. So two of you should be able to help each other. And the children as well will watch what is going on, whether they are like my Obi, I have sons. So he's the only one left, not yet married. The rest are. When he gets married tomorrow, he's not going to leave everything for his wife, just like his brothers. They're not leaving everything to their wives to be doing. They're helping out, they're doing things together. Because that's what they saw growing up. Oh, you just came back. You missed my baby coming into the live stream today and super chatting his mom with a whooping 20 pounds. My network went bad. Oh, thank you. So you missed that. And when he super chatted, Musisi supported it by doing his own super chat as well. So it's been one of those lovely live streams today. We have talked about this couple. It's not a big issue, but it can become a big issue depending on how it is sorted or how it is handled. So when the woman started talking, the man actually started changing. That's the positive. And say, oh, just tell me this and that. But I shouldn't have been able to, I shouldn't have told you, you should have known. But he didn't. Because people spoil them when they're in Nigeria, some of them anyway, when they're in Nigeria, they don't do anything. So they come over here, their brain, most men or some men, their brain are not wired like that to think on their feet. So you have to remind them. You know, I forgot to, you have to remind them. So that way, things will just work out. And if you mean that you have to keep talking, and if they take it as nagging, so be it. But keep talking until they get it. That actually, remember, keep reminding them in case they've forgotten that you are not in the UK, no more in Nigeria. Keep reminding them in a subtle way that actually we are here. If you look around, there's no other person in the house but myself, yourself, and the children. There's nobody here to help us. So keep reminding them, and hopefully that will work. Don't forget to remind Mommy Fetch. This AA, I must see AA face to face one day. Yeah? This one, when her children does anything, that she'll be punishing them, not knowing that she was worse than them when she was a child herself. Did you hear her reminding Laurentia as if Laurentia had forgotten? Have to be reminding me about. Hey, you be wahala. Thank you. Happy Palm Sunday. Okay, no, don't worry. She will remind me, and it will happen. It will happen, and when it happens, it will be like, wow, we are joking about it on the live stream. I didn't know it will come to pass. It will come to pass. In Jesus' name, amen. It's not how people say it in your churches. Amen. It's not even amen, it's amen. Amen is going to happen in the name of Jesus. Amen. Say God. Or amen. Can you use it? Or amen. Can you use it? I don't know which one. Hey, let me look well. Offering time, blessing time. Lorenza, did you see that? This is the top super chat. Oh. My baby did his own first, followed by Musisi, and now followed by my spicy. I'm getting a man. I'm getting a man. What's in mega? What if I was about to round up the live stream and this one just entered. What if she has moved the goalpost? We need people from Nigeria here. Yeah, so today's live stream now. Wow, thank you for all the super chat. Spice. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you all. It's been maybe fetchy. Some people are bribing. Whether I'm bribe or not, whether I'm bribe or not, this super chat enter. Whether they bribe or not, I don't know. Oh God. Oh, God bless you, Spice, for super chatting. Don't start. Yeah, so talking about bribing. Who they talk about bribing here? I want to see you. Oh gosh, I really appreciate you all. Thank you, everyone. So for those of you who are married, whatever the little issues are, just keep dealing with them as much as you can. Marriage is no one size fits all. Some people, little thing will cause big issue for them. Some people, some of these things will be nothing because they understand each other and they know that this is nothing. I can handle it. For anything you cannot handle, please, as I'm stopping this live stream now, if you don't take anything else out of this live stream today, if there's anything you think you cannot handle in marriage, even before you say I do, discuss it. If you notice that after you've said I do and you start living together, discuss it as soon as possible. People who are jackbarring or thinking of jackbarring before you come to the UK or any other diaspora country that you're going to, make sure that you discuss the fact that you are coming alone. If it's two of you, okay. If it's not, you're coming alone with the children, and how are we going to do this? I don't encourage anybody or people leaving their children behind for their grandmothers or aunties or uncles and come here on their own. I don't encourage it for obvious reasons. But if you must do that, Let it be that this is the person. In fact, I would prefer to be your own parents if you have to do that. But I really advise against that. Let's be the one to raise up your children. But if you're going to now bring them with you, make sure that you plan ahead how things are going to be done. Things may not be easy for you because you have to put those children into consideration. It was the same with us in those years when we have to adjust who is going to do what so that these children will be taken care of. So between us, we worked it all out to know that one of us is always there as they were growing up. And then when they get to a certain age, then both of us started working, and even when they were younger, we are both still working, but making sure that the work is not to the detriment of the children. Was the money coming in as we would have expected? No, but we got our priorities right at the time by making do with that little that we have, and as they grew older and become more independent, then you can do more. So I think it's just making it just what works for you, but not to the detriment of your own health or of your children's health. Yes. Planning together and before carrying it out is very important. It's not one person deciding something and then come and inform their spouse that this is what we are going to be doing, and the spouse will be like, but you didn't even ask my opinion. And you might hear some of the men who say, who needs your opinion? I'm telling you what we're going to do as the head of the home. I've said it before, once a man starts reminding the wife all the time that he's the head of the home, that man is a failure. That man don't even know what the head of the home means. If you are the head of the home, you don't have to say it. Your actions, the way you sort your family out, the way you handle things in the family will tell your wife that you're the head. You don't even need to tell her. Just your action will make her to know that I have Odogu in the house. And that submission will be nothing because things are flowing and everybody's taking their place in the home and there's nobody's reminding each other who they are, because your actions, the way you behave, the way you carry yourself tells each other who you are. Okay. I'm praying for your leaders. I want to check me. Oh God. Yeah. Na-achọ you know what that Igbo means? Na-achọ okwu. That's an Igbo text for you to go and interpret and tell me what na-achọ okwu. What does that mean? Everyone looking to Japa out of Nigeria, find their way out as soon as possible. We are looking for Japada, and you're looking for people to come Japa. Okay, And Lawrence has said amen to that. Okay, no problem. No problem. I won't advise anybody not to Japa, but the thing is, people should plan well. Because as AA and I agreed last Sunday, UK is no longer what it used to be. It's no longer what it used to be. Even if you have master's degree in Nigeria, even if you have PhD in Nigeria, even if you are a professor in Nigeria, unless you come in as anybody that gave you job, international job from Nigeria, you're coming here to start from the scratch. Whether you are a professor, keep your certificates in your pocket and get your hands dirty if you have to survive in the UK, no matter your level. That's all I'm going to say. So people can jabber, but they have to be prepared for sleepless nights. They have to be prepared to do more than one job, because the job they'll be doing is not going to be near to what they're supposed to be earning with their qualification if they had been living here for longer. That's all I can say. I will have to just be honest with people. Let's be real. You can't jabber yet to that place. Yeah, of course, I know. We can't jabber that. Yes, I fully understand. I'm planning, but not now. So I know. You all should join my short live stream on Tuesday 15 by 4 p.m. Nigerian time. Yeah, 4 p.m. In fact, I have a client at that 4 p.m. to talk to. By the time I finish, I don't know whether you finish your live stream. I see what I can do. 4 p.m. is a bit early for me. UK is still better to what I am hearing about that place. Yes, but you just heard what I said regarding cabin and the fact that we are talking from like somebody and like myself who have been here for many years, but you're not talking like somebody who is just coming now. For example, if any of your own people come, maybe they have a place like your place to stay for a little while before they find their feet. But how about people who don't have anybody here? If they are coming now to start from the scratch, it's very difficult. That's what I'm saying. Eventually, it might be better because they wake up to light, they wake up to clean water, they wake up to very good roads and everything. But, and I'm going to stop it there. Yeah, exactly. If people are willing to start from the scratch, fine. Just drop your ego and drop your, do you know who I am? Drop it, because nobody cares to know who you are here. And that is the truth. Nobody cares to know. So do you know who I am? I'm this and that. I'm this professor, sir, barrister, whatever. Drop it if you want to come here now. And that is the honest truth. But yeah, whether it's because of these amenities I've just mentioned, of course, it's a lot better here, but big but. Yeah. Yeah, some people start settle down well. Okay, fine. Provided not to the detriment of their own health. Because I know people, a lot, not just one or two, who you think that they've settled in well, but to the detriment of their own health because they don't tell people at home what they do. They do three different things. They wake up early in the morning to do the morning job, then they will go and do afternoon, they do night, they walk around the clock, some of them. And people at home, they don't tell them because they don't want them to laugh at them. All they do is making sure that they send some money home to prove to them that they are actually abroad. So everybody's case is different. Some people are settling down well, but some people don't tell you the whole truth, what they do. Each time you call them, they are somewhere, they can't answer the phone because of where they are and what they are doing. There's no rest. So people just have to be prepared and know what they're coming into. So that's why we have to be transparent and honest with people. Yes, all the amenities, the comforts, everything you have here, but there's a very big but. Okay, not at the detriment of their own health. Okay, so those people are doing, and that's okay then. Once they are doing it not to the detriment of their own health, that's fine. If they're just doing their normal job like most people do their normal job, have their life, have their family life, and all the rest of it, of course, that's good. That's good. But some people are not like that. That's the thing. Some people are not like that. Some people don't want to start from scratch. Some of them leave. Yeah, that's the thing. Some of them will think, for what now? Is that what I come here to do? And they don't want to start from there. But here in the UK, the reality is that you have to start from the scratch. It's nothing like, oh, I've got 13 years experience. I've been this, I've been that back home, and you expect that here. It does not happen like that. That's once people are prepared for that, then that's fine. Master, that's good with a lot of money. Yeah, that's another thing. By the time you sell all the things you're going to sell back home to come to the master's route, but after that master's, what happens? Do they get a good job? They will be able to comfortably pay for accommodation, nice accommodation, and take care of themselves properly? Okay, if they will, that's fine. No need for such type to locate them. If they are comfortable where they are, they should remain there. That's the thing. Some people are more comfortable in Nigeria, but they still want to come here. And when they come here, because they have sold a lot of things, it's so difficult for them to now decide to leave. It's like they're stuck. A lot is going on over here, but people do not open up to tell people the truth because they're so embarrassed or ashamed because people already told them, or they didn't know, or they didn't want to know. They thought that they just want to come and see. And when they come, they're stuck because things are not working the way they thought. So, in as much as our place is not good, some people are very comfortable there. Yeah, the system doesn't work. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So I would say that the system works here, but some of the systems are not working here. NHS, I don't know what NHS is happening in NHS now, because although you can't still compare, Nigeria only buying the card, but here you don't pay a dime for your health system, but you may be on the waiting list for 6 months. If you have symptoms, you might be on the waiting list for 6 months. And by that 6 months, some people have either passed away or their condition would have gotten worse. It wasn't like this years ago. Waiting list for 6 months for what? But here it's happening now. So the system here is also falling apart, but there are other ways around it. People who have money are now going private to do their investigations. They don't. But if you have issue now, I have problem with my left shoulder. It's been aching and everything. I wanted to go through my GP. They're wasting time. I'm wasting time. I have to go through Vistas to do any private MRI scan. Vistas is not too expensive, but MRI scan costs anything up to £350. So I have to go private to do that scan recently because NHS were just nowhere to give me an appointment. So it's not that easy now. Oh, Bupa, that one is another story. Bupa I used to join Bupa because my work before I had private cover, not this job. Bupa, they won't take it's that now I have this shoulder symptom. They won't take it on because they call it existing condition. They call it this. They have to snoop around. They have to ask you to pay 50 quid to your GP to get to sign just a paper to sign to say that you have an underlying condition or you have seen your GP about this or you haven't. So tell me about all these things. I know them all. I've gone through them. Bupa. Underlying, oh, you have complained about it before, so we can't cover this. You have done this before, we can't cover this. Okay, let's leave matter for Matthias. All I know is that Nigeria is not good, but we must not also hype UK because things are not how it was when you and I started here initially. Yeah. Here we pay for card and it's expensive depending on the quality of the hospital. Yeah. There's a lot of things. We can go on and on. We can go on and on today about what is not working in Nigeria, and we all know that. Yeah, that idea of paying for card, I don't understand it, but it's happening. Here, we don't pay for anything. You don't pay for hospital treatment or admission. You go to the hospital, you're admitted, you're discharged, you go home. But the waiting list for things is increasing. However, all in all, we can't compare. To be quite honest, we can't compare the two. What is going on back home is really heartbreaking. Yeah. And when some people think about that card, the amount of money they pay for card, they'll use it to go and buy paracetamol, ibuprofen. If they say they have high blood pressure, they'll go and buy amlodipine. They know the names of medications. They just go and buy, abusing themselves because they can't afford to spend that money just for card. And by the time you go and see the doctor, they will tell you how much, and then they will now do the prescription for you to go and buy. So it's not easy. What is easy? I don't know. How can AA know your sister when she hasn't been to Nigeria for 40 years? It's her sister telling her all this that she knows. She doesn't know your sister very well. Her sister tells her all these things. Non-functional system. Oh my God, I put things out there. Okay. And my sister, hey, okay, you see, I didn't see your comment before I talked about your sister. Ah, she doesn't want to stay there anymore. You do. Okay. Oh. Yeah, you have relative, of course, we all have relative. They tell us what's going on and all the rest of it. No, I mean, as I said, there's no way you can compare what is happening there and here. No comparison at all. Despite the poor NHS service, despite everything else, all in all, you can't compare. You can't compare. Okay, my lovely people, we have to stop the live stream. Thank you all for joining. We have dealt with the point we wanted to. We have now dealt with other things. That's what I love about our live stream, that we go from one thing to the other and it becomes interactive and all the rest of it. So, yeah, we have done that, and I wish you all a happy Easter. I'll still be here Easter Sunday. Next Sunday, we are going to be around, so I can still come live. Same time on Sunday, Easter Sunday. I think I'll come back here on Ifechi Family. So that we can just, there are other things that came up I wanted us to discover. I just wanted us to talk about this woman that said that her husband is a weapon that fashioned against her. So we want to deal with that. We don't want our husbands or our wives to see us as weapons fashioned against them. We want to see them as, or them to see us as their other half, as the two becoming one, and not to be a weapon. We want our husbands to see us as wives, not knives. Wives, not knives. That's what we want to be happy. We want to have a happy home. A happy marriage makes a happy home. Happy home, when God blesses you with children, breeds good children, happy children as well, contented children. But we have to make sure that our children knows your limit, what you can afford and can't afford as you are raising them up. Okay. Thank you everyone for being here. Oh, yeah, so AA has been concerned for Nigeria. Sometimes he's to the other extreme. That's when she hears that somebody is going there that lives here. I remember when I traveled the last time, I had to hide it from her where I was going. She has that concern, definitely. May God help us. May God help us, because I really seriously want things to change in Nigeria so I can plan my Jakarta movement, but not at the moment, not in the next near future, unless anything drastic, happens. And it can happen. It can happen. Okay, thank you for everyone. Nice meeting you all. Yes, Give, thank you. Thank you, AA. Thank you so much, Musisi, for your super chat. Thank you, Spicy, for your super chat, and my son for his super chat, and all of you for your support in one way or the other, and for your contribution to this live stream today. I do not take it for granted. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Yes, I can't wait for my next one. I honestly can't wait. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And I think I love it because I live here and I know I'm only coming for maybe 2, 3, maximum 4 weeks, and I'm off again. Yeah. Maybe that's why I love it, because I know it's only for a visit, but I love it. And when I come, I don't eat anything apart from traditional things. I don't eat any rice. Unless it's just on a special occasion when I go out, I can eat rice or whatever. But on a norm, all traditional things, I just love it. And I pray that things will change in Nigeria so that we can look forward to coming back more. And on this note, I have to say goodbye to everyone. Have a very good Easter. If you are going to be around next Sunday, Easter Sunday, I'll come out again and see who will be available, and we'll surely will have something to talk about. So bye, everyone. Bye, AA. I love you alone. That's why you're up my... You see, AA, you're special. You're just love alone. I'm on a white sheet of Musisi. You are special, you see. Thank you for all your time. Thank you so much, and for your support, and for your comments, and for making the chats quite interesting. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Musisi Laurentius, my spicy gift. Oh, no. Uju was here earlier on. Don't know who else came. Yes, everybody, whoever was in the background, there are some simple people in the background. I do that sometimes, sometimes I'm on people's background a lot. And I just give them thumb up and I listen. And if I feel like saying hello, I will do. If not, sometimes my hands are busy, I can't even say hello, but I'll manage to do the thumb up and listen and then go. So I understand sometimes when people are in the background, provided they are listening, provided they've given thumb up, that's okay. That's okay. I understand. So bye everyone. Have a blessed week. Have a good Friday on Friday and Easter Sunday. And we have bank holiday on the Friday and Monday this coming week. Not this month, not tomorrow, but the following Easter Monday to be bank holiday. They call it bank holiday. I mean public holiday, but they call it bank holiday in the UK. Odabo. Yes, Odabo, everyone. Bye. God bless you. And see you again very soon. I may come out on Friday as well. I'll see. Bye, everyone. God bless you all. Have a blessed week and have a blessed Easter week. I'm signing off now. Oh, Favor. Favor is still there. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. Favor is a sister, not a YouTuber in London here. And I didn't know she was one of the first people who dialed in as well. I didn't know she's been in the background as well, listening and taking it all in. Thank you so much, my sis. And bye, everyone. Bye now.